Whoops. All right, let's cover that up and open that up. Howdy, folks. My name's Dave. I'm a wood turner. I'm starting just a little bit early because I got a little project I want to finish up. I think we could call it a special request by my tech support. This was kind of fun to do. So let me finish it up and we can get on to whatever the next project is. I was having fun with this, thinking, can I do this or not? It's like, yeah, surely I can do this. This is just the first go, and I should not have put that away. All right, so let's just move this camera down here for a little bit. I think having the two angles there. So I want this to lay in there like that. I'll explain all this here in a little bit, but I think I need to take this inner hole down a little bit more. So I have, I was really considering doing, and I still probably will do, some really small scale hollow forms. I did one as a demonstration for the turning club that I'm in some time ago. But this is just a regular pin vise with the collet that will fit this particular Allen wrench that I have ground into a scraper. And when I'm doing this, I sometimes use this when I do captive rings or, captive objects, or I need to get behind something and clean it out. And I don't need a really big tool. Or, like in this case, I'm working with something a little bit smaller. So hopefully that took that down enough. Yeah, that did. That worked. That works for me. Cool. So that's a neat little thing you can put together. The pin vise, it was less than $10. It was probably $5. The Allen wrench I had, I've got Allen wrenches, extra spares all over the place that some of them I don't use. I don't even know what they're for. I have full sets that I go to all the time, and then I have all these spares laying around. So it makes a nice little scraper. I also, so that's my bent scraper. Let me whip that guy back out again. So that is the bent scraper right there. And I took another Allen wrench and took the angle off of it and made a straight scraper so that when I'm working down to the very bottom of a very tiny hollow form, I can just get all that cleaned off. But it works really well, I think. So I am done with that. I can now put this, I'm hoping that now I can put this away. But I just wanted to try this little project out. Like I said, I'll explain it here in a minute. I want to finish it first and give the individual who I'm going to name some time to sign on if they are going to watch this evening. Be TC Schmo is who we're looking for. And I did start a few minutes early. Pardon me for a water break. I did start a few minutes early just because this was just a fun little practice gig and project to try out. I know he was being a little bit of a smart aleck, but not that much. So I went, and this is, like I said, this is the first go. So we'll just throw it out there that he said I should make a captive propeller. So I did, and I'm finishing it off now. I'm just gonna turn it into a top, and this is poplar, so hopefully this will be strong enough to last for at least a little while. Anyway, so yeah, let's finish this guy. Actually, let's get you over here. So I just figured I'd make a little top out of it. I thought that might be pretty cool. Anyway, I guess I could jabber jaw while I'm doing this. As I said before, my name is Dave. I'm a wood turner. I started turning as therapy for PTSD and found out that it is excellent therapy. And I really enjoyed the process. I found out I kind of had a knack for it. So now I'm on the journey of creating a space where my therapy is my, I guess, main source of income, right? I mean, I really like doing this. I like to teach. That's why I started this channel, to become a better demonstrator and a better instructor. Also, a better turner. It's more practice is a secret sauce. That's what I tell everybody I work with. It was funny. I'm sure I've told this story before, but I've had more than one person ask me, how do you do this? How did you make this? And my answer most of the time, on at least the objects they were talking about, was practice. And those several people all said essentially the same thing. Oh, I get it. It's a secret. You don't want to tell me. I understand. I'm sorry for asking. I'm like, no, no, no. You don't understand. That is the secret. The secret is practice. I have been I've spent a lot of hours turning. Like I said, especially early on in when I started turning, because as I said, I started turning as therapy for PTSD, and it got me through several many not so fun nights. Instead of pacing or tossing and turning in bed or whatever after waking up, I came out here to turn, and so I wound up spending a lot of hours turning, and it also kind of changed my my own personal schedule. So I used to be up at 5:30, 6 o'clock. My internal clock pretty much had me up by 5:30 every morning. I finally got it trained to be 6. That took a while, but it was 5:30 while I was in the service. Um, and then, of course, having 9 to 5s and all that. But as a disabled vet, I don't have those anymore. And so my schedule kind of started becoming more of a night owl, and it's it's a lot quieter. Usually, that early in the morning, so it does make it kind of nice to not have any, everybody else is typically asleep, so there's no real worry about, are you going to be interrupted? There's no, there's no bunch of noise from everybody's day to day kind of creeping in. So it's kind of nice. So anyway, that's kind of how I wound up being a night owl, I guess. And also, why the stream at the time that I do. There we go. Let's see. I'm gonna clean that little divvy point up there a little bit. See if it works as a top. I think my point is a little goofy, but let me see if I can straighten it up a little bit with a couple of brushes of abrasive here. It was just a practice piece, but part of it is becoming, or making sure it was, how do you put, I don't know, even if a practice piece I have is a box or it's a bowl or something like that, I want to finish it to its end so that it is a complete piece most of the time. I've done that a lot with hollow forms. Okay, so we'll give it a spin. Well, maybe not on that surface. Let me see. I think I've got a piece of, I had, how did I set it up here? Well, let's just grab this guy. There we go. Yeah, well, it's going to be a little bit off balance there. But anyway, the point of it was the captive propeller. So let me grab this. It kind of spins. It'll work. Oh, you can't actually see that. Hold on one sec. There we go. So it kind of spins. There's a, I need a better surface, but hey, that works. And I need to adjust the size of the thing. Should have made the point a little bit more pointier. Anyway, so there is the captive propeller. And I just thought that was a neat idea. I'm like, yeah, let me see if I can do that. What the heck? Let's do that. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, it kind of sort of spins. It's not great, but that's okay. Yeah, I think the effort is in the effort is in the practice to do all of this turning. So next time, I know not to make these so. What, shallow? I guess maybe would be the right word. The angle's too shallow. Although that helped a little bit. All right, moving on. So groovy. I can take that to the club meeting. Say, guys, check this out. So let me put that aside. Thought for sure Joe would get a kick out of it at the very least. All right. Now, so that was, I don't know, just a challenge I wanted to give myself. Say, yeah, can I do this? And I kind of had the visualization in my mind. It's the first one. I already know where I can improve, and then also what I can do to shape the props to look more propeller-like. So we're going to give those things a try too. Bear with me just for a second. I just want to make sure. Yep. Just making sure I'm broadcasting. All right. So hopefully, I don't know, hopefully the text-to-speech little app will work this time. I will be paying attention to chat, but I installed a text-to-speech app. Let's see, what do I want to do with this? Let's put it over here. Still some usable. And it's starting to get chilly again, and it looks like we might get some more snow, which is kind of a bummer. I thought we were out of that. Hell, it was, what, almost 50 to yesterday? Today was it was near 50, and now the temperature's dropping quick. So hopefully there won't be much snow. That will be. I thought the last storm was the last hurrah, and I was wrong. Although, from what I understand, I am glad that I'm not further south because of the storm systems that are rolling through there that this is apparently a part of. Okay, so last night I got this piece of red oak all set. And I got the kind of a tickle bug about maybe turning. I think I'm going to turn a top out of this with another captive propeller. I don't know. This is oak though. I don't know. I'll have to figure that one out. I don't know. Sitting here lost in thoughts, not going to get anything done. All right. So I'm making some pieces here, just roughing some things out. Well, I say roughing, but pretty much just getting them to a position where finish can be applied. But I'm going to fume these guys. I want to do some experimentation with fuming, which I've never done before, but I've seen on at least white oak anyway. I don't know how well it'll work on red oak, but at least on white oak, the fuming process really does some nice things with the grain. Excuse me. And brings out some features like in the red oak you can find. Let's see, this side looks better. You can find these almost fish scale designs in the tree itself. This is not what I've called fish scale oak, and others call a leopard wood, maybe. But I don't know. I've always called it fish scale oak because it's this stuff, but all the way through it, and it's very visible. It looks really cool when it's turned, and then it looks also very cool when it's turned and liming wax is applied to it. That looks pretty groovy. I haven't done something like that in a while, but I do want to try out some fuming. So let's see. Let's see where I was at yesterday. I had rounded all this out. I think I had identified that I've got these splits that stop here. I've got a split that's down in here. I don't know how deep it goes, but it's not very visible on the outside here at the very end, which you of course cannot see. Here at the very end, that split pretty much comes right to the corner there. So again, it looks like it's one of those, triangular splits that at some point I'm hoping will disappear. It disappears here, so I'm hoping that somewhere down here that disappears. But since this is seasoned red oak, I also don't believe there'll be a big issue. And since this is also, I mean, like I said, I call them practice pieces. They're practice for me. I don't know, I guess like every piece is practice, right? But it's, like I don't have an intention to do anything with them other than fume them and go from there. So I seem to have left my bowl gouge inside where it was warm. So let me grab that. But I don't have, like I say, a specific finish. I want to see what the fuming does, and it's experimentation, I guess would be the best way to put it. Experimental pieces, practice pieces, whatever. Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe, actually, if I think about it, maybe it's kind of like a similar process to the lab glass blowers, right? When they have to make a vessel for specific experiments or whatever. It's just, I don't know. I'm just saying shit. Let's see. I think I actually need to lower my tool rest here. And let's turn to see. I think I'm going to do a footed box out of this. And I do believe, let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to do a spherical lidded box with feet just for fun and as practice, because I believe I'm going to do that as a demo for the club Saturday. I have options. This is one I want to explore, get a little practice on, and it'll be cool if I can get it fumed before. I should be able to fumed before the meeting starts. I would think so. Okay, so if I want to do that, I have to keep in mind that that split is there. We're gonna probably find out. Actually, we are going to find out how far it goes. There is a bit of a split here, as I said before, but I don't know how deep it goes. And it also was not visible until I got down to having a nice surface that you could actually see any kind of possible issues with your material. So let's say then that this is going to be the lid. We'll start off with a box on this end. And it's going to be spherical, yeah, so let's take this down a little bit first. Tool rest is too high still. Oh, and it's loose. We need to tighten that, dude. Let's see, that would be this guy. Finally took the time to drill an indentation deep enough to really set this set screw so it doesn't vibrate out as often. Okay, so that will be a problem with the handle unless that goes away. I can hear it, you can hear the difference when there's a split in the oak. So we're going to hear that difference while it's turning too. Hopefully that's, man, that is a deeper split than I thought, but whoopsie daisy, we did not set the banjo anchor. There we go. So I'm leaving myself some material here in case there's an opportunity to turn the handle as an integral piece to the lid. Okay, let's see, where's that split? Ooh, it goes that way. That's why I'm not seeing it out here. There it is. Ooh, okay. Well, that part is going to be thinner anyway. This is not supporting anything. So, that get rid of the... Did I go deep enough? I probably went. Okay. Don't need to go that deep. I'm still between centers, and I am, I think, pushing things a little bit because I've got this, let's call that a 5/8 tenon, right? But this is red oak, and I will wind up parting this off here before too long. I just need to finish the outside shape. But I may wind up actually going further in here, in which case I'll just cut this off and recenter it. But that's a pretty good split right on the inside there. The only reason I'm hesitating is because I want the lid not to come apart, if that makes any sense. I don't believe that's quite round enough. Okay, so this should fit in there. Actually, when I take it down, so when I put this in the chuck, because I'm gonna give myself a way to hold it right here. Why I left that mass there. So that's a kind of a half-ass dovetail, but that should fit in the chuck. And this is going to have to go down inside the Morse taper. So I'll have to bring that down, but I'll do that last. Let's not take any more material off that yet. So I've got to envision the top of the sphere. And kind of get the diameter I'm looking for. Just to start. This needs to be close. And I prefer it to be clean. There we go. So it just needs to be close. So I've got a place to start from. Now I can start working on parting this dude off. And I don't think I am going to wind up hitting that split on the inside somewhere. I don't know if it's going to be in there or not. But gripping this here will allow me to hollow this out and set myself a spot for a chuck hold on the inside of the lid, which will then let me finish the outside. So yeah, like that. Hey, the coffee stream bot has arrived. I'm pretty sure. Well, let's see. How much of it do I want to actually hollow? So the mouth of, let's grab that little stubby pencil there. So the mouth of the box needs to be at least this diameter. Actually, at least this diameter. Because I want plenty of material between where that split ends and this right here. And I actually probably, so what I'm trying to figure out is, do I want to make this lid half of this sphere because of concerns about that split, or do I want to do, a smaller lid and continue this sphere on the rest of the box? So let's see. I don't know, man. That might be all right. Let's see. That split is there. If I take it here. Yeah, let's see. How about this one? And this is all just to see if this is going to work out being fumed. Yeah, what the heck. Yeah, I want to go with that. I think. I mean, I could do, well, heck, I can do a red oak onion ring, and that would match too. And I could just make this a half a sphere. Or almost half a sphere. You know what? I think I'll go with that. So that means I'm going to part off to this side of the line. I want to give myself a little extra material to work with. Curious to see now if I can see that split yet. Maybe. Alright, so that's a good start. Still got plenty of material. So yeah, the split even continues down this far. So I think that's a better idea to have. So, I mean, it's, even though it's an experimental piece, a practice piece, whatever, if everything works out, it'll be worth final finishing, in theory. Okay, so let's see. Actually, no, it's good that I did that. I want to make the box round, obviously, and I need to leave myself some space to turn a ring or bead on the outside to make legs out of. So that'll be my chuck hold. Let's see. I think I'm... zeroing in on I don't know, we'll see when it's all put together, but on the final shape here, you can have the feet a little bit taller, and I do think that they're going to have a bit of cove there. Maybe not that pronounced on this side. There we go. All right. And I can make, another ring. We're going to burn that line. So, since that is, actually that doesn't need to be that big. Okay, so that's roughed out. What's next? So that's going to be a spherical box with feet. Let's do, I don't know if that split goes through there, but we're going to find out. So I'm going to do an end grain bowl. Yeah. Let's see, that means that I can keep this as the foot and the hole in the chuck. I need that much. I'll take it. And then this guy, let's see, this is where all that last big split ended. I might be able to get a hollow form out of this. Let's see. I might be able to. So as with any pet and any tool, you can be as aggressive or copacetic as you want, as long as you gotta pay attention to your own tool handling skills, and you are responsible for your own safety, and of course, but each one of these pieces that I'm making, I'll be using different skills with, and I invite you to practice them. If you are in chat, TC Smo, main camera is not. Sorry, hold on a second here. What does this say? I say people are in chat. Sorry, I didn't realize you guys were here. Thanks for showing up. Captain OB says, hey, that's not inside. TC Smo says, that's not inside out. You know what? I'm going to bring that piece back. Captain OB says, hey, Dave Rive. Hey, TC Smo. Hey, how's it going? Captain OB says, planning to stream the Starship launch tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Okay. Main camera is not showing. Oh, thank you. I need to lift this up. Thank you very much. The main camera is not showing what's going on here. Thank you for that. And that was my tech support there. Captain OB, sorry, got to run. Been a long day, which is awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Thanks for coming by anyway. So TC Smo, let me grab this piece here. I don't know if you caught the where did I put it? Beginning of the oh, there it is. The broadcast. I started a little bit early because I was finishing a project that you brought to mind. Since we're both smart alecky kind of people. So here we go. We'll have this board up here. We'll put it on the main cam. How's that? So I made a little top, right? As a practice piece. But check this out, man. It's got a captive propeller. This is just the first one I've done, so it will get better. And I got some other ideas on how to do that. But hey, man, there's the captive propeller. Got here late. Crazy cat lady Zoom meeting. Gotcha. So there's the captive propeller that you were only half serious about. That I said, you know what? Let's see if I can do that. And yes, I can. Although, not really. I got to do a little bit better with the point on this one. I figured I finished it in a top, but the top doesn't work as well as it possibly could, I suppose. So there's there's that. Now the next big project will be the 6-sided inside out box with a twist. Good God. Of course, if it was 6-sided, it'd have to have a twist if I do it right. Anyway, so that's how I got that last 6-sided box. Okay, so I think we might both be crazy too. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I want to adjust this. So this is going to be, so I'm just roughing out pieces here to fume. Excuse me. This is going to be a spherical box with feet. Figure I practice one. I've got till Saturday. Bowl and then a holoform. And then I can fume all of them and see what kind of groovy stuff that presents. Since I have this piece of red oak that I really wasn't going to use. Well, I don't know. It was just kind of hanging out, man. I wasn't sure if I was going to use it for anything. So you can always adjust the depth of your cut. You don't have to take super deep cuts every time. Taking as deep or shallow as you can handle and your tool can safely do. I say err on the side of caution. at least on the side of safety, and that you are responsible for your own personal safety. Always keep in mind your own. We do sometimes. Well, I think we go both ways. We underestimate and overestimate our skills at times. So, but with practice, that's really all this is. With practice, it will come to you. Okay. So okay, I think that's the split that's right there. Which means I'll have a little bit of it right there. And it doesn't look like it carried over into this hollow form, so that's a bonus. Let's see, I'm not sure that the shape of this one yet. Crazy cat ladies. I guess that will be very cool, TC Smith says. Yeah, thanks. I think so too. Let's see, that's going to carry down. Let's open that up. I'm curious if that got past all these splits here. Not that one, but that one was the deepest one. But that one is, well, that one's still in there a little bit too. That's all right. It's going to be, it shouldn't mess with the integrity of the piece at all, I would hope. I don't think so. Yeah. What I do like when I'm practicing, I like to practice all the stuff right, the right cuts, the right, getting the finishes, getting the surface prep, getting all that. I mean, it's all part of the practice. So that should end somewhere down in here. So this should be good enough for chuck hold. Somewhere in there. Actually, once you carry around, just right in there. Let's move this back a little bit. Oh, that was the wrong direction. There we go. Leave that. I did not leave that out. All right. So we'll grab this screw right here. Need to get that shoulder square. There we go. That'll do. So I am kind of pushing the limits here. As far as the tenons I'm cutting on the inside, being able to support the pieces, it rotates, all the pressure's going this way, and the thinner they are, the more it wants to do that, but that's as far as I needed to go. Chuck hold, chuck hold, chuck hold, chuck hold, good. Good. And I might still have, before I do that, I don't know how well this will work, but I will have still enough material to make an onion ring for this box out of this, some of this piece. I mean, there are splits there, but that doesn't matter. Well, I don't know, maybe it might trying to cut the onion ring, but we'll find out. As far as it being on the inside of the box like that, that doesn't matter. Well, why don't we just take it all off then? All right. Whoops. Don't want you diving off. And this guy. All right, groovy. So now I get to practice making a box, making a bowl, making a hollow form. Yeah, those splits are... I can move this camera up here now. I think I tilted it wrong. There we go. Get up there. All right. So you can see the splits in there, but creating an onion ring, hopefully that won't make a difference once it's inside the box. So we'll set that aside. Yeah, let's go for... What the heck? Let's go for the box first. Oh, I forgot to shave that down, didn't I? Okay, let's do this. Is that a yes? It's almost a yes. Favorite woodworking tool ever since I was a kid, man. There we go. Let's probably not centered there. Let's try that one. Really, I took it out. Is it moving? Let's take it over here. That's too far. So was that. Turns out we'll get it eventually. Actually, that might be close enough, but let's give it one more whack-a-rooney here. There we go. So let's cut this down. I really like this Steve Center tool rest. I think that should be all right. We'll just cut it off there. And that should fit in the chuck no problem now. In theory, we're about to find out. Actually, I think I should start with the bottom part first, so I can size the lid properly. Although that's really close. A little bit of work on that curve, and that'll be... And I'm going to burn that line, so... Heck, man, might be right on the money right there already. Can't complain about that. Okay, we can get rid of the live center and the tailstock. Way back, there you go. Let's see, let's not lose that guy or that guy. So let's see. Yeah, I think I'll do the body of the box first. So that whole situation there of cutting all these pieces out of a single billet of wood, that's kind of how when I'm doing, I it's how I've done some production runs. Get several pieces out of a billet. Especially doing smaller pieces, it makes it. Actually, I'm going to go to the outside first. Makes it kind of nice to have all those, things roughed out at once instead of throwing a billet up, turning it, setting this side, throw another billet up. I can get and do several in a row. A little bit close there with the bull guards. I don't think the feet will be that big, but I do need to continue this curve underneath where the feet are going to be carved. There we go. So I do need to leave some space for the onion ring. Hopefully my head isn't in the way of the camera there. It's really close. All right, let's set up where the onion ring is going to sit. Let's see, this should be slightly concave, and it is. so that the outer edge of this will sit. Where'd you go? Did you drop? You did. Time to find the lid of this. Oh no, it didn't drop. It's down here. So that edge will sit right on that edge, in theory. And then just a little bit of work up here, and it will be spherical. Let's do the sanding bit on the outside first. And mask up for that loveliness. Okay. And that's why I don't hold on to the abrasives very tightly. Okay, so that's, oh, I was going to toss that. So that sanding is done for this guy, at least the outside. That's kind of punky. Let's see about clean that up a bit. There we go. Now set where the onion ring is going to be. I think that'll be deep enough in the lid there. And then just to speed things up, which it's over there, isn't it? Let's see. Yeah, sure is. Well, let's put a fresh burr on that, but I need to raise this up a little bit. And put a fresh burr on this guy. I don't need to take out much. That'll do. Get that little niblet out of there. Really light pass with the scraper. Now I've got a place to hold it, and then also a place to put the onion ring. Let's move that out of the way. Take the mask off for a little bit. Let's see, let's mark. No, I don't need to mark this. That the outside is finished. As finished as it's going to be. No, let's mark it because, let's see, I think I'll turn the onion ring next. Then I'll turn this so that I can mash it. Now I got just like, I don't know, a 64th of an inch maybe of difference in there between these two, but ooh, got the eyeball. Nice. Okay, so I'll turn the onion ring next. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll do the lid next. No, I'll do the onion ring next. Just stick to the plan, man. I hope this is... I bet I'm going to have to change. Yep. All right, let's see if I can do it this way. It's probably too small. Ooh, no, not too small. So let's cut this off. I guess I could recenter it. Oh man, I keep forgetting I got a bandsaw now. Oh well, almost done. I have a working bandsaw. Okay. So I can grip that by the husk, I think. stubby out of the way. I'm going to need my calipers. Make it a little bit wider so I can sneak up to the proper size. There we go. Yeah, at an angle, but I hit the right spot anyway. Okay, where am I at here? Let's move that tool. Drop that down. A little bit of room to play with. All right. Now let's get this thing sized properly. Ooh, that's close. That's really close. All right. Groovy. There we go. That's the fit I want. Normally I don't part things all the way through, but for this piece it doesn't matter if it's got that little nipple on it because I'm gonna turn this into an onion ring, so it has to be cut away. All right, so now we can lose this guy. Let's see, I think that will go into the resin bucket too. All right, so we can glue this guy in. And we want to line up the grain. Maybe it's this way. Yeah, that looks better. So I'm going to glue this in really quick, and then we'll set it aside and turn the lid. Then we'll finish that guy. Can't wait till it warms up, man. Like all the fluids, the glues, everything I can leave out in the shop because they won't freeze. Okay. So just going to use some wood glue here. Sit and stay. All right, so that was this way. Let's make sure I've got the right grain pattern lined up. I mean, it's not going to be absolutely perfect, but most of it will line up because it's from the same piece of timber. All right, so we'll set that aside, move the glue, and let's work on this lid. Yes, it fits. So that means then that I should be able to turn the handle and the lid as one piece. Not the right height yet. I can move the calipers. Actually, I don't need them for the rest of the evening. There's something sticky on the handle. I think it's some stray beeswax. Cool. Almost, but not quite. It's better. All right, raise this up a bit. Oh, I was so wrong. I think those calipers would really come in handy right now, but I've already changed it. Okay. Let's see. Box scraper. So I should have maybe 1/8 of an inch around the outside. Just a little bit more. Oh, just a wee squidging more. I don't know if squidging is a word, but it is now. There we go. All right, so it needs to be a little bit deeper. And of course, I forgot it needs to be a little concave, although I'm not done turning the inside anyway. Because I need to turn a hold. Yes, there we go. And I can burn that line. Actually, that's really, really close. So I'm going to bring up the tailstock and we'll finish that shape. But that is right where I need that. Let's make a hold for the, let's see how wide is that? I can make it as wide as I want. There we go. Need to spindle gouge. Put just a little bit of a dovetail in there, a little bit of an indentation. There we go. Oh, didn't see that nub. And with that, that fits properly. Now we can move the tailstock back. Anything new in chat? No. Okay. So it's clear to me that my text-to-speech is not working, which is a bummer because I was hoping it would allow me to pay a little more attention to the turning, and whatever comment was put in chat would be spoken aloud. Just silliness. That's just silliness. That's just silliness. Yeah. Silliness. All right, well. What can I do to fix that? Can I fix that? The answer is no. So, we're still going to finish it off. Let's see. That's twice. Let's not do it that way. Thought it was enough of a jam chuck that it would hold in place, and clearly it did not. So now I've got 2 chunks out, but that's all right. We're still going to fume it. I'm still going to finish this off because it's good practice. Even though now it's more or less a mess, but that's okay. Let's just bring up the tailstock and not worry about finding the exact center. At least it didn't take away the material I needed to get a hold on the inside of the lid. A little too close there. Now we'll get this and a piece of abrasive. That's not what I want. I want 220. Where'd that go? Over there. It's a bummer when it doesn't quite work out, but that's okay. The other one should be fine. We'll find out turning them too, I suppose. I was hoping that punkiness wouldn't, but it probably would have held had I not tried to use it as a jam chuck. Alrighty. Put that aside. Let's see about burning that line. Don't guess I need the mask for this. Let's grab the skew. It's down here. I'm curious to see now if my wire will stay in that kind of half-ass groove. Should be all right, I think. Didn't burn great, but yeah, it hopped a little bit. That's right. We want to have the line in there. Want to see what the fuming is going to do to this oak. I don't know that it's going to get, the smoky gray, the really cool looking, with the white oak. I don't know. I don't think it'll do the same, but hey, we're going to find out. Now, let's get that guy out of there. And my Allen wrench went over here. Move this stuff aside. Okay. Nope, that's not where I want it. That's where I want it. And so with this, I'm not trying to really torque on it because I know that there's some splits in the material. But I do want it to have a solid hold. I know I've said it many times. Expansion holds are not my favorite because too many things can go wrong. I think that is a little bit too big of a base. Do I have it over here? I don't. I'm gonna grab my skew from over here somewhere. There you are. I think that's a good shape. I need to move my tool rest over a little bit so I can finish off this little sphere here. The wind's really picking up outside, sounds like. Grab my 40-degree gouge, because I just see that I want to put a little bead right here. There we go. There we go. Shape's dialing in now. I like that. All right. Let's clean this up a bit. There's that sharp edge right there. Now that's done. Let's see, that's 150. And that I'm sure is 150. Where's my 220? There it is. I don't think I need to sand the end of that. And a little bit of sanding. Alright, that looks pretty good. I think. Oops, except for that. Okay, groovy. So there's a lid with the integral handle. Now we need to finish off the box. TC Smooth suborbital physics experiment. Yeah, that's running true enough. Get rid of the live center. Let's move some more of these tools out of the way. Not that direction. Okay. I want to say I feel like I'm taking forever, but I know I'm not, because part of the time was making the blanks in the first place. Okay. No rubbing. So I might have lost, yep, I lost a little bit of the end ring, but that's okay. Everything is lined up the way it should be. We're good there. Nice. So everything's smooth. So we will reverse chuck this guy. Did that actually pop out? I'll be, it did. Everything still fits okay. Yep, okay. Now we finish the feet, or at least the ring for the feet and the outside curvature of that sphere. Move that out of the way. Let's see, I think I can take this down just a little bit more. Maybe. Trying to follow that curve. Okay, so I need to take it down a little bit more. And then just a little bit off of here. Okay, that's really, really close. Yeah, I think I hit right on it. So now all I got to do is lay out the feet, cut that stuff away, and I'll use a Dremel, and then just sand around that. So that is done for now. So yeah, I can follow that curve through. See if I can hold this in the right position for you. There, so you can follow that curve through here to the other side over here. right up on that dude, so that's awesome. So a little bit of carbon with that. There's our spherical box with damage. Next piece, let's go with this bowl since it's right here. What time is it we got here? 10 o'clock. Yeah, we should have plenty of time. Let's see, how do I want this rim to be? Do I want to point it out? Yeah, that'll be different than going inward. And then, let's see. I need to... Okay, so I have a gem or a glue block I can use for this, so that'll work. Okay. Beautiful. So no sanding of the inside of that guy. What is that? 220. Okay. Chamfer that edge. Chamfer that edge. I think we sanded the outside of this, but maybe not. And I want to whip out the Grex sander for the outside of that. Yes, indeed. Okay, cool. So that is that. Let's make the rest of the bowl fit this guy. Oh, I don't like that. Come on. Don't need that in the way. There we go. And that is still chamfered. Ooh, all the way down here. Let's see. Yeah, I can actually use that, I think. Or that. Since that already has rounded edges, I'll go with this. I don't have to do anything extra. Maybe. And that will not. Okay, cool. Let's see. We'll just use this piece of leather for this guy. I don't think I'll need to bring out the shelf liner for that. Since it is a smaller bowl. That looks close. No cigar for you. So to sneak up on the, oh, I got really close there. Sneak up on the proper center here. I think I can do it a little bit better than that. Moving just a little bit at a time. It's like a little tiny micro adjustment. I'm almost running true. There we go. Should drop that down. Bring the workhorse out. Let's see. Just got to make sure all that's concave. And I think that one is a done deal. Let's see about cutting that loose. Come on. And then a little bit of sanding for that guy. Actually, better yet, some chisel. Yeah, man, I can hear that wind just really rustling around outside. What happened to it? We'll use this piece then. I think my piece of abrasive took a dive. All right, so we got a nice little bowl there. And that's done. We'll move on to the hollow form. Set that aside over there. Bring this guy up. You're up, man. And I do believe, well, maybe I'll try it. I think I'll try it with the half-inch spindle gouge. I think, maybe. Okay. That aside, let's move that aside, and now we're on to the hollow form. I think I should tighten down my tool rest. All right. And we'll make it a wide mouth form. Like that. Fresh 220. You should be wearing a mask for this. Day late and $1 short. All right, there we go. So what have I got in here? I don't have anything in that handle. Let's grab the half-inch spindle gouge. Ooh, and it's still got a nice edge. And we'll use this guy to hollow this out. Although this is a really long handle. Oh, was not expecting that. Okay, so I guess I could choke up on the tool a lot if I needed to. All right, I'll do that. Oh, wait. Now's my chance actually to try the collet that fits this. I should do that because I have not. I don't know if I don't know. I may have hollowed with that with the 5/8 spindle gouge, but I don't recall. Where did I put you? I thought I put you somewhere like really easy to find. I think that's it right there. Yep. In my little travel bag. So, I think that it's still warm enough doesn't fit in that one. There we go. Into the pocket. That I can use this collet with no problems because it's not, shrinking. I need to call up Robust and make my suggestion. There we go. Let's give that a try. I hope this works out well because I do like the idea of the system itself. So I think I need to come up a little bit, maybe. Up a little bit more, maybe. I want to be as close to center as. There we go. Nope, just a little bit more up. I want to be right on center. One for when I'm drilling this dude out with the spindle gouge. I've got my center depth hole set, which also puts me at the right height. To do good controlled cuts with this spindle gouge. Well, it seems to be working all right. Check our depth here, our wall thickness, okay. Whoop, that moved a little bit. See if the collet stays stable. Nope, it's moving the tool. Check my wall thickness. Oh, I got quite a bit to go. That is a good depth. Whoa! Yep, I'm going to swap handles. I'm going to put this in the Hasselhoff handle because that's shifting way too much. It may be a little too cold yet to really test this out. But right now, as far as hollowing, I'm going to say this is not a good setup. So we'll go to the Hasselhoff handle. But I do think that the suggestion I'm going to make will make a lot of difference in that tool retaining, or the collet retaining the tool properly, the tool steel properly. All right. So since I'm not running, we'll check wall thickness. Still got quite a bit to go. That's good, that's good. Just about there. Getting closer by the second. I'm really glad I was able to adapt the back hollowing technique, the top cutting technique, whatever, for hollowing, because it really makes things, with the smaller pieces anyway, a lot simpler. Good, that's a good thickness. I think I'll go a little bit more on this top side. Yes, there we go. Okay. That almost got me into trouble. Bumping my tool up against the tailstock. Come on. There we go. This handle is so long, it's hard to maneuver. Okay, so now I got to finish the bottom out. I don't have much to do. Yeah. Oh man, where's the center? There it is. I'm gonna poke my head down here so I can see where the tool's making contact with the inside. There we go. That's pretty clean. I'm gonna hit just that very bottom. I think that took care of that almost. Might help to raise the tool rest a bit. There we go. Been a while since I did a wide hollow form like that. There we go. That's all set. Now, if I did this properly, let's get this out of here first. Let's just put a little abrasive around the rim here. There we go. So if I did this properly, I will be able to hold on to the rim of this vessel. Oh, that doesn't make me happy. Can't really see it, but I can feel a nub. There we go. So now I can reverse this guy. Oh, let's get my depth first. With my stubby pencil, will put me right there. Let's grab a longer pencil and get a little more accurate. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Should have turned the microphone off. Yep, that's it right there. Cool. So as I was saying, if I did this properly, and I'm pretty sure I did, I can grab it right by the rim of the vessel. And not in an expansion hold. I am going to find the center on this bit. Because, let's move all this out of the way. I need my live center for a little bit. Just some extra support. Wow, man, that wind really is kind of picking up. It's crazy. Pardon me while I turn the mic off for a sec. So I can blow my runny nose. Bowl gouge, which I took out of the handle and set over here. Hopefully I don't have to change over to the Hosselek handle for this one. All right, let's drop this down a little bit. I think that will be, that's close, not quite the right shape. There, now we're getting there. Oh, almost. There we go. That got it. All right, so I am going to cut that one off. Like I said, usually I don't cut through the tenon all the way. Usually, it depends, I guess, on the situation, of course, but most of the time I want to cut the fibers clean rather than have them torn or pulled out, especially when I'm this close to the finished surface outside. There we go. And I need to take a light cut anyway. Slow and steady. That clears that off. Now I can get my Grex sander up on there. And that's a done deal. There we go with really nice hollow form. That actually, I really like that shape. That's very, very cool. You know, I think do a little bit more here. And that's why I'm glad I took the time to adapt that and learn how to do top cutting in the first place. Because it's not taught here in the States. I haven't seen anybody else do it here in the States. I mean, some like, you know, a little bit of bowl turning, but not hollowing. Nobody's doing the hollowing with it. So I am. It works for me. A little bit of minor sanding here. Actually, I think I might be able to do this. Ooh, yeah, maybe in the chuck. Yep. Mostly. Ooh, man. Yeah. Very cool. So a little bit more I could do right here. But this one is now ready to be fumed. So we have a very clean inside. The wall thickness is even pretty much throughout. Feels like nothing. But that's this. Let's see if I can get a better backdrop. I guess the shape. It's a really nice, pleasing shape. It's not half bad. I could see where I could tuck it in a little bit more in the bottom, but that's pretty all right. All right, so that one's all set. This abrasive is toast. I'm done with that. We are, wow, we are like right on the edge of, what are we, 10:40. I'm going to, just for fun, throw this, if it'll start. Yes, the compressor on. And I'm going to use the Grex sander to get around that rim. A little bit more. Oh, there's already paper on it. But it's not running. Nope, don't want that. It's got tear in it. Because that's kind of a non sequitur. It's not really a tear, I guess, because the backing didn't tear. It was the abrasive and then whatever coating they have on it. Yeah, man, that turned out really, really nice. And I did learn a little something more about the robust collet system. So that will help me too when I go to McCall. And if they're willing to discuss it anyway, I guess we'll just get McCall and see what they have, and maybe I can wrangle channel support out of it too. Got to make it all the way around the outside of this dude. And hold on to it at the same time. Nice round surface and it's pretty smooth, so it's see, I missed a spot right there. And right there. And just need to get right up underneath that. And then there, just like that. Sweetness. There is literally like no weight to that, man. Aha, so now that we've sanded, now I can see that split that was going through the center of that piece. Well, this is seasoned, so it's not gonna change much. It'll change in relation to whatever environment it finds itself in. But it's since it's down in the center of the piece, I don't think it will split everything open. It doesn't carry through the top because we made that hole a little bit larger to avoid having that split on the rim. I was hoping that split would disappear, but that's not what happened, and that's okay. We avoided the nastiness that could have been a catch in a catastrophic design change. Oh, I have to get down here on the ground because my braces fell behind my secondary workbench there. There we go. Okay, so there we have it. Let me grab the other two pieces and we will wrap this evening's festivities up. So for those who will be joining us at the Turning Club meeting, hopefully you'll get to see these fumed. Oh, hey, while I'm at it, man, you know, I really would like, since I actually do have air, properly finish this bottom here. There we go. And then how about this guy? Nope, he's good. That I've got to carve later into feet. Okay, so we have our cute little bowl, red oak, and our cool little dude hollow form. And then our one-time cool little box. I don't know, man. Maybe I can use this as like a Halloween decoration. I can carve into it and make it something. I did that with another piece I had when I was let's move that, working with this top cutting technique and using it and learning how to develop it or to adapt it to hollowing. I done a hollow form similar to this guy. It was more egg shaped. This is more like a southwestern kind of style, I think. It was more egg shaped, more like the classical Roman urns and stuff like that, Greek. And I had gone through this side, so like right here in the middle, and it looked like teeth, so I turned it into a Halloween decoration. Which looked pretty cool. I thought it was pretty neat. But it's nice to have been able to utilize it, not have to toss it out because it was a practice piece. But ultimately, I want to be able to use all of my pieces. I know that's not going to happen. But I get really close, and I can repurpose things into other projects and all that. So I'm kind of a like a hardcore wood hoarder, I guess you could say, very hardcore. So this guy, let's get him in front of the big camera here. So I just got to carve where the feet are going to go and sand around that. But in general, everything else worked out really well. But yeah, actually, I could see some potential for this to be a Halloween decoration of some type. So I'm not going to get rid of it, but I finished it so that I could fume it. Since I was doing 3 different types of turning, I didn't want to leave it unfinished because it is going to go into the fume bucket. So away we go. So those 3 pieces from that red oak in general turned out very nicely. I'm going to take them inside and set them right here, so I don't have to worry about moving those around, because boy, man, I'd hate to drop that hollow form and have it just burst apart. It is split in the bottom. So we'll move it now while my hands aren't busy doing other things. Okay, let's go to the main camera here. That guy right there. And there's like 9 minutes left. So I will be doing, if you are a member of the TC Turner's Northwest Michigan Woodturning Club, Saturday I will be at the meeting, and I am the demonstrator. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I'm going to do, anyway, I've got a couple of ideas. I got some backups coming, so it's like it'll be a surprise, more or less. But that box with the feet was the practice for one of the demos that I could do for the club. And excuse me, I'm sorry, I've got to. The temperature is changing fast enough. My nose is starting to run out here. And hopefully we won't get much snow. That would be awesome. Last I read, it was 1 to 3 inches, but hopefully it's not going to be anywhere near that. Yeah. So, hopefully, I have explained things where it was necessary and in a clear and concise manner. If there were any questions, of course, chat is always open. You can always throw it in there. I do pay attention to chat. I'm working on getting it to actually speak to me so I don't have to try to read it every time and look away from what I'm turning. So I will eventually get that working properly. I think that would be a neat little addition to the broadcast. And I could pay more attention to chat. Like as things come up, it'll read it. You know, it's supposed to read it right to me. So TC Smo says it got ugly outside. Oh, I bet. I am gonna walk in here in a little bit and peek out the window, but I thought we were done. I really thought we were done, and now we have another surprise storm. And I if it wasn't planned, it's definitely backlash from all the geoengineering that they've been doing, in my opinion. And I think it's insanity. It's crazy, and they should stop. So enough quote unquote. I mean, it's not a conspiracy. It's already been proven. A lot of people want to call that, that's a conspiracy theory that they're spraying heavy metals and all that kind of stuff into the sky, but it's actually been proven. They are trying to do weather modification and have been doing it for years. It's just this year is really, really strange. You can see all the things that at least have happened in the U.S. that are unusual weather events. I'm not sure about the rest of the planet. I know it's all one ecosystem, so the butterfly effect is a real. We are not separated from each other. We all breathe the same air. Drink the same water. Yeah. So it's a shame, but hopefully, things are moving at a pace that will get that stuff shut down. So I want to thank you very much for joining me this evening. I had a lot of fun. Well, I usually do, but I had a lot of fun turning this stuff. Again, I started this channel to become a better demonstrator and a better teacher, a better turner. The practice is, more and more practice is always a good thing, I guess, unless you're tired and exhausted and it doesn't stick. I'm not there yet. But that was a lot. That was some fun turning. So I'm glad that you hung out with me and I got to see it happen. We'll be able to show those pieces to you once they're fumed. It'll be next week, clearly, since it is Wednesday evening and I stream at this moment Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I'm really, really considering putting another 1, possibly 2 days on my rotation list, partially because it is also an incentive for me to get out and turn. It's like I'm scheduling it, right? I turn like often and whenever I feel like it, which is often. But having a little more structure maybe might make things a little more focused. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you stay friendly. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for joining me. I hope to see you again next week. Please check out my website, www.woodturns2.art. You can catch all the past broadcasts from Twitch on my YouTube channel, youtube.com @Dave_Rife. You can check out my Instagram. It's instagram.com Dave_Rife. Of course, actually, now that I am an affiliate, I think I can stream to more platforms now because there was a limit on how many platforms I could stream to live at once. Because I was not an affiliate, so I'm looking into that. Hopefully, I can live stream to YouTube. I send the recordings there, but I'd like to be able to live stream to YouTube too, among a couple other places. I'd like to live stream to Instagram. That would be awesome. So look for that in the future. As I've always said, I really appreciate your support. Thank you very, very much. Just need a couple more followers, man. I'll hit my 90. I'm on very well on the way on to getting my partner actually getting ironed out, which is cool. A lot sooner than I thought. Um, Abadus says, "Nice to feel that." Yeah. Hey, how you been, man? When is your next stream? Tuesday. Next Tuesday, 8 Eastern time, and Wednesday. So I stream Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 8 to 11 Eastern Standard Time. You just got here, so you missed the announcement that I'm looking in putting 1 to 2 more days a week streaming into my rotation. So sorry you just made it. I hope I get to see you next week, next Tuesday. And keep your eyes open. It might happen this weekend that I just go live for the hell of it. You will get that notification. It won't be a scheduled one, but you'll get that notification if you're following this channel. And again, I guess I can't say it enough because it's exciting to me that things are starting to move in the direction that I've been working for. So thank you very much for your support. I hope to see you guys soon. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay out of the snow. Stay warm. Stay out of the crazy winds and weather if you can. Good night, folks.